We next honor Robert R. Spitzer, class of 1939. Robert Spitzer being recognized for his business leadership and his commitment to solving major problems associated with world hunger and poverty. After graduating from the University of Wisconsin-Madison with a doctorate of philosophy, he led Murphy Products in Burlington, Wisconsin for 28 years and was president of the Milwaukee School of Engineering for 14 years. He has served as director for Roundy's and Kikkoman Foods. He's worked with the U.S. State Department as coordinator of the Food for Peace program, the National Academy of Sciences, and the World Food Program. Dr. Spitzer is the author of 5 books, including No Need for Hunger and the American Challenge. He's been recognized by many state, national, and international organizations, including International Rotary, for his endeavors as author, educator, businessman, and citizen of the world. Robert Spitzer is a global thinker with personal values of concern for and commitment to the individual, who continues his conviction that he can help the development of a better world for all.
Students and faculty, distinguished administration leaders, honored guests, and to these wonderful people that you've recognized up here. It's a very great honor for a farm boy to be in this position, and I share the pride that each of these other folks have expressed. My years go back when there was still farming country in Brookfield and west of Wauwatosa. There were only 3 farm boys in the whole school at that time. So I have some understanding what it meant to be a minority, if you will. But you know what? Those students were wonderful. Those boys and girls from Wauwatosa and the faculty was wonderful. I wasn't good enough for varsity sports, but I put all I could into it, into intramural sports. And I remembered my folks. My mother walked 4 miles from her farm home here and was able sometimes to stay over here in the wintertime. She graduated from this school about 1915, so it goes way back. My roots are deep. The Lord has been good to me. And some of the experiences bring a person back to reality. I was in Beijing the day 2,500 young people your age were killed in China. I was in an area in Sumatra and Indonesia, the very area that has been swallowed up by the massive storms that have hit Asia. I remember being with Father Franklin, a Catholic missionary, in his Jeep and being stopped by natives, people who Their desire that day was any silver that we might have had in our pocket. But I was carrying food from people like you and your parents. I keep reminding of those days. Americans make up only 5% of the world's population. So if you can imagine, we're kind of in a minority, but we're so blessed. We have so much. And we have such a great opportunity to do things for other people. Since today, the Lord Jesus Christ, I'm a Christian, some of you are Jews, some of you are Muslims, but only 1% of the people who've walked the planet Earth since the days of Jesus, only 1% have had the freedom that you and I enjoy. To be born free is kind of accidental where we're born. To live free is a great obligation. And to die free, that's an absolute obligation. To live free is a great privilege. We accept it, but it's a very great privilege. Education is a powerful force. Nitrogen is a product that is used for fertilizer to grow food for the world. Nitrogen can also be used to make explosives, and it has been used to make explosives to blow up the physics building at Madison some years ago. So my life has been dedicated to try to help people help themselves. The world is shrunk. Of all the food that's produced in the world, half of it is produced with the only labor being hand labor. We see marvelous machines on my son's farm, and as we see in parts of the developed world, but only half of it is produced. Only half of it is produced that way. Half of it has to be produced with hand labor. So we're going to keep working. A lot of people say, why don't you take time to smell the roses? I had a wonderful time in the second career at the Milwaukee School of Engineering, then working for Norman Peale in Guidepost magazine. And now I do some work. I was in Japan last week helping in the international questions there. Mr. Principal, I have set up my 4 books that I'd like to give to you, to the library, and all I want you to know is, young people, you don't have to be at the top of the class. I struggled. I learned that I will is just as important as IQ. And if you work hard, there's a lot of mountains that can be climbed. And I'm still going to try to climb a few more mountains. So come and get these books, please.